Hello, food pharmacy families. My name is Shannon, and I'm a registered diet technician and chef from Balanced Nutrition. I've been teaching cooking and nutrition for over 15 years, and today we will hopefully learn a bit more about the onion family. Onions vary in shape and size and color, and the taste can range from mild to sweet to sharp to spicy, depending on the variety and the season. So, onions make up a third of the classic mirepoix, and that's a basic mixture of onions, carrots, and celery. So it's the foundation of most French foods, excuse me, but each food culture has a foundation base. And if you look at Latinx communities, there's frequently a product called sofrito. And sofrito is also made from onions, peppers, cilantro, and garlic. And in New Orleans and the Cajun Creole regions, there is what's called a holy trinity. So that's like the foundation of your jambalayas and your gumbos. And that's going to have the baseline of onions, bell peppers, and celery. So they really are, onions are the root of all flavor enhancers. Here I have a few different kinds of onions. The yellow onion, which was a lot of people see in their grocery store. This is great for just all-purpose cooking. If you're going to add it to a soup, or if you're going to saute some onions for some ground beef or ground turkey, this is your all-purpose go-to choice. Here I have a white onion, and the white onion is oftentimes what you might put on top of your burger or even on like hot dogs, and you can actually slice them up and chop them and put them even in salsas because they're really a little bit more milder for that kind of food. We also have a red onion. The red onions are something I've used for a long time. I like the color of them. They're also more mild, and it's something that I use a lot in like bruschetta, but anything you want to add color to. Bruschetta is something I've made a long time for my dad. It's his favorite. And it just looks really pretty with the red tomatoes and the garlic and the basil. And I've even seen lots of red onions used in a cucumber salad. So you would use cucumbers sliced really thin and put red onions because they really are mild enough, but it looks really pretty with the color combination. We have shallots. Shallots are so underused, especially in our country. In other countries, people use them all the time. They are really, really intense. They have a lot of flavor to them, so they can be a foundation for sauces. Also minced, you can use them in salad dressings, but they're even great just like roasted underneath like a chicken. If you wanted to do like a whole roasted chicken in the pan with different vegetables, shallot really enhances the flavor and the aroma of the product. Green onions, scallions, these are immature. So that doesn't mean we're gonna like make fun of you or anything, but what it means is that they actually are a young version of an onion. And you can see how similar they are on the bottom. I think is pretty neat. And I have in the past actually had an onion like this in my cabinet where we keep onions and left it there too long and grown actual scallions out of them. I don't know if that's happened to any of you, but the best way to use them is generally with like a garnish. In some restaurants, I used to cut them on the bias, which means on a slant, and we would sprinkle them on top of things. In other places, we would cut them just straight down, and we would use them in like omelets. But my favorite for anything would be the tacos because, well, you can put anything in a taco, so why not a scallion? The leeks here, leeks I don't use too much in my own cooking, but they're great. I mean, they're a fantastic addition to soup. They're a fantastic addition to like sauces, and you can really do a lot with them. They are obviously bigger, but you can still see just the similarities of the base. And I talked to you a little bit earlier about the smell that we all know that onions do make your hands smell. So this is something that I think my brother-in-law got me. And it's just a stainless steel bar. And if I work with onions or even garlic, I'll use this in my hands and it takes away the odor. Heads up, if you don't have something like this, but you do have like a stainless steel sink, you can also like literally just rub your hands around the sink and it will do the same thing. In terms of health benefits, the one thing I just want you all to be aware of is that onions actually do provide a decent amount of potassium. And the reason that potassium is important for a heart healthy diet is that its main function is actually contraction and retraction. And if you think about your body and what contracts and retracts all the time, it's actually your heart. So This is a great source of potassium, which will help keep your heart healthy. Food pharmacy families, thank you again for joining us today. I hope that we provided you with some useful tips and that you will join us again. Remember, if you have any nutrition questions, please consult your medical team at Christiana, and I look forward to you hopefully joining us many, many more times.